Hey guys, Fatigue here, and today I bring you another Starcraft 2 Shoutcast on the map Shakuras Plateau. And if I mispronounce that, please excuse me. I mean, you're listening to a cast by a guy who goes by the name of Fatigue on YouTube here. Gotta expect some mispronunciation of the English language, if that is even part of the English language. So today, this matchup does not get much better than this. Spawning in the top right spawn point of the map as the red Zerg, we have the Idra. And I know I just casted an Idra game, but his games are really fun to cast, and when I saw this matchup, I was like, wow, I need to do this, because you'll see in a couple seconds, spawning in the bottom left corner as a blue Protoss, we have Huck. That's right, we got Idra versus Huck here, two of the best players facing off against each other. This is going to be a great game. I can tell it's going to be a great game already. I'm very excited. So, a couple things you should know about this game. As I just said, these are two phenomenal StarCraft players going to be facing off against each other. I'm really excited to cast this. And two, I am trying out a new microphone. Not really a new microphone. I've always had this microphone. It's more of like a professional vocal microphone, like a normal microphone you'd see bands use on stage and stuff. But I just found a way to gain access with it to my computer through like the 1/4 inch to 1/8 inch, converter thing. So this is much more convenient to me than my USB mic, but I'm still not sure which one I'm getting better sound quality with on my commentaries through the program, so you have to let me know about that, because I want to know which ones you guys like better. And to get a comparison of the sound qualities, I wasn't going to be that guy to like post a whole movie about sound quality test on YouTube. So basically, you guys have watched my older videos. Tell me which sound of my voice you like better. And with that being said, on with the game. We have Huck's Probe coming in here, checking out what's going on for Idra over here. And we got a spawning pool down for Idra as Huck's Probe begins to retreat. I think I might have called it Idra's Probe just now by accident. If I did that, I apologize. Stealing a few minerals from Idra right there, and just doing the massive shift clicking of that probe over there to block off that natural expansion. Might be looking for a fast expansion from Idra, might be expecting it. We have the gateway going down over here in production. We got a couple probes, couple drones. That spawning pool is almost finished. Going to finish a little bit ahead of that gateway. Nothing too fancy on the way there. Back to the resources tab. Exactly equal supply. Looking like pretty equal income as well. We got some overlords going out around the map. And here comes Idra's drone coming out across the map here. And that gateway has finished. And right next to it, we got a cybernetics core. Kind of making a little bit of a wall in over here. Going to make for some interesting gameplay. If we get some stalkers behind that wall, going to block it off. And it looks like Huck has thrown down a pylon down there, looking to stop that natural. God, that is an annoyance when that happens. Throwing that pylon down, blocking the natural, but there are a couple Zerglings coming out. Looking at the production tab over here. We have a queen in production. We got the cybernetics core almost finished. We have the assimilator done. Looking to do some gas. And two more pylons down before Huck gets that probe out of there. So Idra will have to wait a little bit before he gets that expansion now, which it looks like he's doing, because he cares a lot about getting those probes down early. And there goes the expansion, as expected from Idra. And we've got the drone over here just doing a little bit more scouting. The second gateway is going down. It looks like Huck might be going for a 3-gateway thing here. Looking at the resources. Why don't we look at units tab? We have 23 probes, 18 drones. Interesting. But Idra has 4 Zerglings out, and this Zealot is just starting to be chrono boosted out here. That first gateway. This drone does see that he has no units out, and the first Zealot. So it looks like we have some Zerglings moving across the map here. Looking like they will be doing some early game harass. Which with only one Zealot, I think the 4 Zerglings are going to win that one. We have a sentry queuing up, but as we can see from the resources tab, Huck is supply blocked as these Zerglings are out here waiting outside of the base for their chance to strike and cause some early harassment to this Zealot. If they strike now, they'll be able to take out that Zealot and do some more damage until Huck gets another infantry troop out there. That is going to do some damage. I think he should go in. And over here at Camp Idra, nothing too much out of the ordinary here. Just some more Zerglings rallying up. We got some drones on the move to that natural expansion that is about to be finished. And we've got 4 Zerglings going after that probe that went down there to get some minerals to see what was up. And we have a Zealot and a sentry as the defense for Huck. And coming over here, Huck is going on the offensive attack to get those Zerglings out of his base. Retreating back a little bit. We got the 4 Zerglings. We have some great micro from both players here, but 2 Zealots and a sentry. It looks like the 2 Zealots and a sentry will be able to win this battle unless Idra can out-micro his Zerglings so that he is able to get them away. But those are 2 Zerglings down, and it looks like he will be able, with that metabolic boost, to get his Zerglings out of the danger zone in there. And we have this natural expansion up and running for Idra over there. And coming up here, we have, what do we have in production here? We have a Roach Warren in production. So Idra will be producing roaches as this expansion is beginning production for Huck. Looking at the production tab over here, we have a Void Ray in production. Where is that starport hiding? Where is the starport? Ah, back here behind the mineral line. Even I had not spotted this, so we're going to be looking for some Void Ray harassment. Idra's going to need to get out some Hydralisks or something, as Idra is researching Burrow. And these two Zerglings are just coming over here to gain some scout information, see if Huck has, in fact, gone to get his natural, which indeed he has. And we have a Forge underway and another Sentry in production for Huck. But that Stargate is a very interesting play. With one Void Ray done, that is going to pose a very interesting harass to Idra's natural over here. As his only anti-air right now really are his two queens. So I'm wondering if they'll be able to fend off that attack. That is going to be a tough. That is a great play right there by Huck to get that starport in hiding. And those two Void Rays are, in fact, up and running right now. They are going to be on their way to Idra's natural, hoping to do some damage. Oh, man, that is, if those are played right, that is going to do some massive economical damage to Idra. But this Overlord is in here scouting around. He's going back. He will see the starport back there, so he knows that there is something coming up as these Void Rays are moving across the map. This Overlord is moving back. Idra should be preparing himself for a air harass here, as he has a Hydralisk Den and an Evolution Chamber up and running. But here come these Void Rays, just taking out that Creep Tumor to charge up a little bit. Here they come, storming into Idra's natural, and let's see what they're gonna play here. Just charging up on that extractor right there, and here come the Queens for the anti-air defense. Will they be able to take out the Void Rays? The Void Rays are instantly doing some damage on the Queens, as it looks like, oh, he is losing out that one Void Ray. Is Huck gonna lose that Void Ray? Idra will be able to not take it out. He will be able to take it out as he tries to microwave away, but doesn't make it. But there is still one Void Ray remaining with full shield, full health. Looking at the production tab for Idra, he does have another Queen almost finished. So looks like he will be able, but 9 Hydralisks on the way. Almost complete here, and those will be able to fend off this Void Ray harass. And there's a Hydralisk out right now without doing massive economic drone damage at that natural expansion. Very well played by Huck. As we look at the units lost tab here, 9-1, but Huck has lost more minerals worth of troops. So, that is a tough one. The economic or the straight power that's lost. And Huck has a nice little army over here coming out towards the middle of the map. And we have a third base up and running here for Idra, guarded by this nice group of Hydralisks over here. But both of these armies are moving towards the middle of the map here, looking like they should be doing some damage to each other's infantry. But looks like Huck is definitely moving on the offensive this game. He is going to attack, cause harassment, do whatever he can to do damage to Idra early game here. And it looks like these two troops will meet just out of each other's line of sight here. Oh, retreating back. He is getting ready for the attack. But will it be a two-pronged attack from Idra? Roaches and Hydralisks. And we have an encounter here. We have force fields going down everywhere, blocking the Hydralisks. Blocking the Hydralisks from moving everywhere. That is great play by Huck, but his army is just not large enough to stand under this army of Roaches and Hydralisks, as he is forced to retreat, or in fact, he will lose all his army. Looking at the units lost tab, although Idra has lost more units than Huck. Huck definitely has. He definitely has just lost more, like more than double troops worth of mineral than Idra has. Looking at the units tab over here, oh god, Idra just has so much of a bigger army than Huck right now. Just 3 Zealots and 3 Sentries are his defense with these 2 photon cannons, but there are 3 Stalkers now in the field, as we have, how many warp gates do we got back here? We have 3 warp gates back here with 2 more with a gateway and a robotics facility on the way. So it looks like we might be able to see some Colossus this game. That might be really interesting. We've got this army from Idra just marching across the center of the map over here. It looks like he is going in for the kill, going in to attack right into Huck's natural. It looks like a battle will in fact ensue, as we have some Phoenixes coming out here. Phoenixes, yes. Phoenixes, I had to mind fart for a second. Those are, in fact, Phoenixes. Look like if those are micro right, but definitely for some scouting information, but they can really lift up and provide some support for those Stalkers over here. And just force fields going down, blocking out the Hydralisk. Great play by Huck. That is an essential play right now. A necessary play to take out those initial 3 roaches, blocking those Hydralisks out from fighting as he is able to just pick off some roaches, and the Stalker's on the high ground right now. Great play, great play. Another force field going down. It looks like Idra will retreat a slight bit, but only to gather more Hydralisks. This Hydralisk army is getting so big. Roaches burrowing underground. Now, this is incredibly dangerous for Huck with the roaches burrowing. They can just take cover anytime they are low and just come back up with that regen. That is great. And we have Overlords just pooping out the creep right now everywhere. Great play by Idra. Great playing to come back from that Void Ray harass. 3 bases up for Idra. 2 bases for Huck. As we have the production tab right now, we got 12 more drones coming out for that supply, but we have Protoss ground weapons level 1 coming out and a robotics bay. Right? Robotics bay? Yeah. We have a robotics bay. 2 robotics facility. We got 2 observers coming out. Definitely wanting to see some scouting information from Idra, excuse me. And we got the Stalkers banging out that back door right there. Looking at the resources tab. Ooh, wow. Huck is up to 150 and 132. These guys, god damn, these guys are crazy. Jeez. Wow. Huck has a 16 mineral army compared to Idra's 3,600 mineral army. So, wow. Idra is just gaining a massive army right now. Let's go over to Camp Idra over here. Just, damn. Got just a big-ass swarm of bugs right there. Just pretty overpowering to Huck. We got the, jeez. And we've got a Spire going up. So we are going to see some air in here from Idra, folks. This is just, I am really enjoying myself this game. This is great. And what do we see over here? We got that Phoenix lifting up some scouts, but to no avail. They will get out of there pretty quick. And in Huck's base over here, we got the 4 warp gates. We have the robotics bay training some Colossi. We are going to see some Colossi combat in here. I love alliteraries, and this is going to be great. First two Colossi on the field right now, as we've got 2 more coming out, going for massive Colossi. But if Idra does in fact get some Mutalisks, those will be definitely dangerous to that Colossi. Definitely dangerous, as he's just got Zealots and Sentries. Keep in mind, I do not believe that, let's see, that is Idra's view, but going over to Huck's view over here, he is not aware of that Spire being built. So back onto everyone here. This is fantastic. Okay, back over to Camp Huck. Enough of the zoning out. We have in production, we have the 2 more Colossi almost finishing up here. Warp gates, warp gates, warp gates. Going to the production tab. We have Zerg missile attacks coming out here, so definitely boosting those range attacks of the Hydralisks. And we have extended thermal lance just boosting up those Colossi. But I'm kind of worried for Huck with the Spire, because getting the arrow there, and we do have a Corruptor out right now just flying through the air. What do we have going on over here? This is just fantastic, as that Spire is now morphing into a greater Spire. So definitely going to see some brutal. I think we're going to see some Broodlords this game. I do think we're going to see some Broodlords. Just a shitload of Corruptors over here. As we go to the units tab right now. I would say a pretty equal army. Going back to the armies tab, I mean, Idra does have a little bit more resources worth of army. He is almost supply blocked at 200 right now, as we see 3 more photon cannons going down for Huck for some extra defense over here. And we've got some troops out the back door, taking down the attempt at the hatchery right now, the 4th expansion for Idra. As we go to the units tab, those Colossi are retreating from this massive Zerg army. Huck's army is retreating, doing some damage to that 4th expansion, but it looks like that 4th expansion will be able to go down. Warping in some more Zealots here. As we see the units lost tab, Idra still has more units lost, but keep in mind that Huck has more money worth in units lost here. And I think this Zerg army is definitely going to be big enough to take on this Protoss arm right now. But though that extended thermal lens is just going to be able to pick off those Hydralisks before they come into range, that is going to be incredibly valuable right now for that range before the Hydralisks can get in zone. Excuse me. We just got Idra with an abundance of minerals right now, as Huck is frantically spending every dime he gets on these new troops just to build up enough of an army to take on Idra over here. In the production tab, we do, in fact, have a Templar Archives, so we will be seeing some Templars, obviously, because he's making a Templar Archive. God, Fatigue, We already know what a Templar Archive does. Of course we do. And we're going to see some extended thermal lens action as they're beginning to pick off those roaches over there. Those roaches need to retreat and get out of range. But we see the Broodlords. The Broodlords are now coming out. Oh, my God. They're going to throw those Broodlings down that ground force, and there is nothing that Huck can do about this except with his Stalkers. But those Colossi are going to be able to melt those Broodlings, as soon as they get on the ground, which is good. But he's got to get those Stalkers in range to take out those Broodlords. Going back to the units lost tab, I just don't know. We have some spine crawlers down, providing an extra line of defense. But right now, what Huck has to worry about is these Broodlords. But great blink micro over there to get some damage on the Broodlords. Those blink stalkers are what is going to be the saving grace for Huck against Idra's Broodlords right now. Just great blink stalker micro Huck has. He's really a great player on the Protoss. Well, clearly, because his specialties are like so many Colossus on the field right now. Looking at the units tab, we have 8 Colossus for the Protoss player. That is crazy. Craziness. I would think they're both supply capped at 200 right now. We have 3 Broodlords up there for Idra, but great micro right now. He might not be able to do much with those. Looking at the units lost tab, they are both at about equal units lost right now. So I'm going to make my bet that Idra has definitely lost more units than Huck has right now. Well, obviously he lost more units, but I would say Huck's losses are much more substantial. He is down to 2 more Broodlords. I wouldn't say it was the best choice against this kind of army Broodlords. I would not say it. As the blink micro is, just trying his hardest, but those Broodlings are getting incinerated by the Colossi. The Colossi, I was kind of skeptical about the Colossi at first, but really they are proving to, the extended thermal lens is proving just to be a great asset of Huck's army right now. And we are seeing a battle right now. Units lost tab is piling up. Look at the army tab. Oh my God. Back to units lost. Just so many tabs going off. There's a massive battle at Idra's 4th base right now. There goes the Stalkers. There goes some Roaches. There goes so many troops from both sides. I don't even know what to say right now. This is a crazy fight. So many frames as Huck is indeed retreating, as he is on top of the units lost right now. Looking at the units from both sides, we have 25 Hydralisks versus 8 Colossi and 10 Stalkers. Idra definitely won that battle. He fought back with the loss of a lot of his Broodlords. He has 1 Broodlord left from the great blink micro. The extended thermal lens really picking off, and Huck is going for a 4th expansion right now, hoping to gain a little bit of an economical edge here so he can build up his army, but warping in, not wasting any time, warping in some more Stalkers really, really quick. This is great playing by Huck. He retreated. He's going to come back and get right back into it. That is fantastic. I am so into this game right now. This is great. We have this Overseer over here just waiting to see when Huck will make his next move. And we do, in fact, have these spine crawlers back up to, in fact, provide that line of defense. And we've got some probes, in fact, moving out here to just get mining quickly, just to get these resources back up, because we have 167 to 200 right now. As it stands right now, Idra has the upper hand right here, and we've got some more Broodlords moving in. Oh my God. Just doing damage to those photon cannons. Will the photon cannons be taken out? We have some more Stalkers being warped in right here. Great blink micro as the Broodlord. Will the Broodlord go down? The Broodlord does in fact go down. That was like a spasm right there. I don't know what happened. I was trying to say Broodlord. That was great blink micro to go back and take out that Broodlord. Looking at the units tab right now, still sustaining 17 Stalkers. Warping in some more Stalkers right now. Coming back in, trying to take out some more of those Broodlords. More Broodlings being fired in right now. Blink micro going in to take out the Broodlord. Another Broodlord goes down. But Idra can just keep morphing in more Broodlords. So Huck really has to do something right now if he wants to take this game away from Idra. Looks like Huck is now making a big push as he is just trying with all his might to get out the Stalkers, do some frontline damage, and a storm goes down. We have Templars on the field, and that storm might be the saving grace for Huck right now, as that might in fact win him the game if he takes it. I'm still unsure of who's going to win. And we just got that extended thermal lens, proving to be insanely valuable right now. He's trying to take out those photon cannons, but again, with the blink going to take out the Broodlords, I think Huck should move on to the offensive right now. As he's got the Storm, he's got the Colossi, he's got the Stalkers for the range. I think he should make a full-pronged attack right on Idra's base. The only thing that I would say worries me is the 3 Broodlords that are constantly throwing down Broodlings. That, to me, can pose just a big threat. Sorry, I lost control of my mouse a little bit there. And it looks like these armies want to meet each other, but some of these Stalkers are, in fact, losing, Templar. The Stalkers blink up to the high ground. We are seeing a 2-army attack, and the Storm goes down right on Idra's army. Oh my god, Idra's losses have blown past Huck's losses right now. We see Storms down on Idra's army. Idra's army will not be able to take this as bugs are being burned by the second. Look at the units lost tab, 82 and 85, about equal, but Idra has lost 3,000 minerals more in units lost as those bugs just going down. Those Templars were so clutched by Huck to just throw down the Storms, but Huck is in fact still lost all of his Templars, and he's down to 8 Colossi and 8 Stalkers to Huck's 12 Hydralisks, 1 Broodlord, and 27 Roaches. Oh my god. Looking at the production tab, I haven't looked at it in a long time. We have Protoss Shields level 1. Is the only thing coming out for Huck right now, but of course, we've got some more Stalkers just being warped in by the second. I'm sure we're gonna see some more Templars. And we've got some more Broodlords just coming in right here. That was a great play by Huck, though, those Storms. We are about equal with units lost right now. And I don't need to say it because you can tell from your YouTube timer, so I'm not giving away anything here. We're really close to the end of the game. And just right now, neither army is able to do much damage to each other as we see the 5th base going down now for Idra. Again, we see the Stalk Micro retreating back, the Broodlords throwing down the Broodlings, and the Colossi using the extended thermal lens to their advantage to take it out. At the units tab right now, are we going to see any more Templars being warped in? We see some Zealots being warped in, but I think the Templars was a great move by Huck. Those Storms did lots of damage, but they were kind of, all the Templars got wiped out and went down. I thought the Storms were a great move. I think he should bring out some more Templars, but does he have the resources to do it? The answer, of course, is yes. But what is this? Huck looks like he's moving towards the middle of the map. He's moving his Colossi towards the middle of the map, looking like he's trying to scout something out here. Where is he going? We see some Roaches over here. The Roaches are going to know about Huck's change of position. I'm just wondering how this is going to affect the end of the game. We're coming into only 2 minutes left. Huck is trying to just gain minerals from everywhere he can right now. They are both up at 200. Excuse me, looking at the units tab here. 23 Stalkers, 8 Colossi versus 31 Roaches, 12 Hydralisks. That extended thermal lens is going to be crucial here as we see this attack coming in full force. And here we go to the units lost tab. We see 90, 98, 98. Oh my god, they're pretty much tied up at units lost. But it looks like bugs are just getting roasted by the second. That extended thermal lens is just roasting Idra's army right now. As retreating back is Huck, we see the units tab. We see quite a lot of Roaches were taken out there, along with quite a few Hydralisks. But not at the loss of quite a few Stalkers. We see a big chain of probes here, mining to this base from this base as we see a 5th expansion going down for Huck. And Idra, looks like Idra's going to rage quit out of this one as he sees that no matter what he builds, Huck is just going to be able to build the same thing as he's teched up the Colossi right now. I mean, I think he's going to rage quit. Like, the Idra getting pissed off is just a sign he's going to rage quit. But Idra is, in fact, moving his army right now. He's got quite a lot of Broodlords there. It is very possible I could be wrong. We've got some High Templars right now. It looks like we're going to see the final battle right now as Storms go down right on top of Idra's army. 3 Storms down. 4 Storms. Idra is not microwaving his troops out of there as he is losing, taking massive damage to his army. Storm over there. Idra is just laughing right now. He just does not even know what to say as those Storms. God, that was a great late game move by Huck to throw those Storms down. I think Huck has taken this game with the really clutch play by Huck. That was a fantastic game, and Idra just says, fuck this game, gets out, and there he goes. Idra has left the game. What a game that was, guys. Thank you for watching this Shoutcast. Tell me what you think about the mics, especially if you watched all this. I am hyped up right now. I'm going to go punch everyone in the face. See you guys later.